And now, once again it's time for Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey.
The face of a child can say it all, especially the mouth part of the face.
It's time now for more Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey.
If you define cowardice as running away at the first sign of danger, screaming and tripping and begging for mercy, then yes, Mr. Brave Man, I guess I am a coward.
It's time now for more Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey.
The difference between a man and a boy is a boy wants to grow up to be a fireman, but a man wants to grow up to be a giant monster fireman.
And now it's time for Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey.
I wouldn't be surprised if someday some fishermen caught a big shark and cut it open, and there inside was a whole person. And then they cut the person open, and in him was a baby shark. And in the baby shark, there isn't a person because it would be too small, but there's a little doll or something like Johnny Combat, little toy guy, something like that.
It's time, once again, for Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey.
It takes a big man to cry, but it takes a bigger man to laugh at that man.
It's time, once again, for Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey.
The memories of my family outings are still a source of strength to me. I remember we'd all pile into the car. I forget what kind it was. And drive and drive. I'm not sure where we'd go, but I think there were some trees there. And the smell of something was strong in the air as we played whatever sport we played. I remember a bigger, older guy we called Dad. We'd eat some stuff or not, and then I think we went home. I guess some things just never leave you.
It's time, once again, for Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey.
I can still recall old Mr. Barnslow getting out every morning and nailing a fresh load of tadpoles to that old board of his. And then he'd spin it round and round like a wheel of fortune. No matter where it stopped, he'd yell out, "Tadpoles! Tadpoles is a winner!" We all thought he was crazy. But then, we had some growing up to do.
And now, it's time for really, really Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey.
I bet it's really hard to break farmers of the old superstitions. Like, tornado got old Yeller, stay in the cellar.
It's time now for more Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey.
One thing kids like is to be tricked. For instance, I was going to take my little nephew to Disneyland, but instead I drove him to an old burned-out warehouse. "Oh no," I said, "Disneyland burned down." He cried and cried, but I think that deep down he thought it was a pretty good joke. I started to drive over to real Disneyland, but it was getting pretty late.